business with the Russians. Now, were they able to prove money laundering? I don't know. Didn't get too far involved in the case, but now we're here and it's back again. Now, the whole thing with the money laundering, and I won't stay on this story too long, is that anyone, unfortunately, can be accused of money laundering. So if you decide, okay, I've got a big purchase to make, and I want to make the purchase on my card, even though I have the cash in hand. I want to make the purchase on my card so I can get the points, right? So I make the purchase on a card, and then maybe a day or two later, I pay down the entire balance before the billing cycle happens. And then I see, oh, I still have some money. I want to make another large purchase, but I don't want to pay it in cash. I want the points on my card. So you do it again. Well, Capital One will flag your card as money laundering and will shut down your account. Now, I covered this months ago, but that's what they'll do. They will do that. So when I see money laundering, I kind of question and I look at Capital One sideways, like, you'll do this to anybody, not just the president. You'll do it to anybody without really looking at why they're doing what they're doing, even though there's been nothing on their accounts before, even though these individuals are trying to make sure that they pay their bills, pay them on time, make sure there's no outstanding debt. Y'all are wild. I can understand if you were monitoring that and it happened several months in a row, but if it happened every blue moon to somebody's account, I wouldn't shut down their account. Maybe they just want the points. Just saying. Now, another thing I want to look at, why are we such in a rush to race? The race to the bottom is with technology. Okay, so plans for armed humanoid robots spark debate over military AI. Nothing could possibly go wrong with Skynet, right? I mean, come on. In every bad movie, this is how it starts. We're just going to have robots to keep us safe. And the next thing you know, you're under robot control. It's just, like I said, it's just a toilet bowl to the bottom. Hopefully, they will be able to figure some of this out. But I don't like humanoid robots. I don't like it, especially armed. Yeah, not unless you're going to give me an EMP where I can fight back, that I can just have to zap a robot and shut it down. That's all I'm saying. I need to have some backup to the robot if you want to put these things on the street. Now with that, I wanted to get into a video from Ashley B. I found this one fascinating because I never thought about this, and she always brings a good perspective to certain things and gives you that kind of, I never thought about that.
Explain something to me, because I've been looking at the numbers, and for the life of me, I can't find the crime wave that they tried to raise me to be afraid of. Not my parents, the others, you know. The whole country was trained to cross the street when they see a black man in a hoodie. There are people who tense up in an elevator, people who clutch a purse, people who see a 17-year-old walking home in the rain and decide he's a threat. Meanwhile, nobody's heart rate changes when they see a white man with a suit walk in. And that is fascinating to me, because the man in the suit is the one with your 401k. So let's do the math they never taught us to do, shall we? Every burglary, every stolen car, every robbery in America, all of it combined costs this country somewhere between $15 and $20 billion a year. That's the crime you were trained to fear. White-collar crime, the suits, estimates start at around $300 billion per year. Some run past $800 billion. Just wage theft, though. Employers quietly stealing wages from their own workers' paychecks. That's about $50 billion per year. So, did you hear me? Bosses steal more from paychecks than every robber, burglar, and car thief in America combined. Your wallet was never in danger from the hoodie. It's in danger from payroll. And it's not just money, count the bodies. The men who marketed opioids in every small town in America wore suits. 500,000 dead, okay? Their company pleaded guilty to federal crimes twice. The family behind it never spent one night in jail. The men who swore under oath that cigarettes were not addictive, while their own files said otherwise, suits. Their product still kills around 480,000 Americans annually. The men who decided to switch a city's water supply to save money? Suits. The children drank the lead. The men who crashed the economy in 2008? Suits. 10 million homes gone. And they came for the Black neighborhoods first, on purpose, of course. Their own employees admitted in sworn statements the slurs that they used for those loans. That crash destroyed more Black wealth than any man with a hoodie has ever touched in the history of this country. Number of Wall Street executives that went to prison for it? I'll give you a second to guess. 1. Not 1%. 1 man. So let's be honest about what happened to us. Okay? The fear was manufactured. Somebody decided which silhouette you'd flinch at. The nightly news gave you 30 years of one mugshot. Nobody ever put the 401k thief's face on the 6 o'clock news. The hoodie has never crashed an economy. The hoodie has never denied your grandmother's insurance claim. A hoodie has never foreclosed a block, poisoned a water supply, or lobbied your medication price up 400%. Every single one of those was done in business attire. You know, by men that you would hold the elevator door for. The hoodie was never the threat. It was the decoy. The suit isn't respectability. It's camouflage. And it's only working because y'all are too busy watching the wrong man.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there are sometimes when she does some videos and I'm like, yeah, we all bought into that. Or at least some of us, right? Some people see it for what it is. And the fact that she pointed out, they're real. I mean, white collar crime is, it's not good. And it happens. And, in my opinion, we need to be aware of it, right? And not just look at it like, oh, whatever. Okay, I mean, again, if you want to. But the whatever is real. So these are some of the things that she was mentioning. And I asked ChatGPT or Grok to just elaborate on some of the statistics she was talking about. So for the property crime cost, it's like $15 to $20 billion, which she mentioned that. Now the white collar crime, $300 billion to $800 billion. Some of the things that she talked about, the wage theft, $50 billion, and that's annually. That's not just something that just was a one-off and then Congress came in and said, hey, you're stealing from people. No, it's continuing. Like, it's annual. Like, it's okay, that clock's never late, happening. Okay, the opioid situation. Remember when the opioid situation got really bad? I want to say like Connecticut, Massachusetts, and then it just kind of dissipated, right? It was a big deal and it was gone. Like fentanyl, big deal. And like, has anybody heard anything about fentanyl lately? Has that talking point come up again yet? Or is it a talking point or is it an issue? Because if it's an issue, it's going to be consistent and everybody's going to be clamoring for it. Hey, we got to do something. We got to do something. We got to do something. It's like we got to do something when it's convenient for that talking point to raise awareness about something. But is it really enough that we need to continue talking about it to get rid of it, to eliminate it? No, because fentanyl is now being used in regular drugs everywhere. Just so y'all know, that's what's happening. Okay. Woo. Let's see. Spud says, "Pull up your pants, cut your hair is all we hear." Yeah. And then Walgreens paid. No one went to jail. Very true. Very true. And then, of course, the cigarettes, right? It's killing close to 500,000 people a year. It's not off the market. And it says on the label how toxic it is. They had to put a warning label on it so people were warned. People still smoke it anyway. And they're like, well, that's just their freedom. Or is that your way of population control? I'm just saying. Pick a lane. Choose a struggle. Flint water crisis. Now, this happened in 2014. Flint, Michigan switched its water source as a cost-saving measure. Inadequate treatment led to lead leaching from pipes. Residents, including children, were exposed. Officials faced lawsuits, criminal charges. Some later resolved or dropped, and ongoing recovery costs. It is widely cited as an example of governmental corporate cost cutting with several public health consequences concentrated in a majority Black, lower income city. Yeah. Did they ever fix it? No. It's still happening today. Still happen. Even in Jacksonville. Jacksonville, their piping system has been messed up over a century. The government's known it. They've gotten billions of dollars to fix it. Is it fixed? No. Will it be fixed? No.